Good morning. Pretty tired. Drove last night. Left Austin. Got here. We're in Kansas City, Missouri. We're actually in Lake Latowana. But this is what we're here for. Look at this beauty. What's really cool about this one is that it's a 2018. It has all the cool stuff on it. You know, it's got the little push guard. I'm sure you can see what's going on here. We started to, so our suspicion here, let me show you the rest of this thing. It's a 20, I think I said it's a 2018, but look, it's got the radio, it's got the strobes up front, it's got the bad guy cage, it's got your low jack. I mean, this thing is just so cool. It's also got your lights in the back. You can see them across on the inside there. It's got the toolbox, which is really cool. I didn't even look to see if there's something cool in here. It's locked. Hopefully I'll get the key. Got your shotgun holder. You never know. Yep, there's your lights. Oh, it's even got the lights on the hatch. That's really cool. And the license plates, you can see them. So what I'm betting, okay, this is basically the story behind this police interceptor. It's also a twin turbo all-wheel drive, so it is a badass. If you're into that. If you're not, well, it sucks. So, oh, it's got the strobes underneath the mirrors. Hopefully I'll be able to rent this out to a movie set. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm really excited. So here's the gamble. Oh, and it's got the bars on the back windows. You can see the light shining through, and you can see them. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, whatever, dude. So this is my bet, and this is my gamble. Firestone told him that the water pump was bad. Okay. These have a internal chain-driven water pump. It's the 3.5 twin turbo. Okay. When that goes bad, you have two things that'll happen. The coolant will be low, and it is, granted, maybe a cup low, maybe, you know. Not low at all, really. When you check the oil, the other things, the water pumps, they're chain driven. When you check the oil, it'll have water in the engine, because the water will dump into the engine. Everybody hates that design. Anyway, so now the other curiosity on this thing is the belt is off of it. All right, so I'm like, you know, there's no way in hell the water pump failed and caused that belt to come off, right? And there's no way in hell that the water pump failed and they drove it to the belt fell off, right? I mean, what are the odds? I mean, the odds would have to be 1 billion to 1 that happened, right? It just didn't happen. It's not reality. So I'm willing to bet on that's what's happening. So basically, we started to take the exhaust loose. You can see the dolly over there. I was going to dolly it back, but you got to drop the exhaust to get the drive shaft off on the back. It's all-wheel drive, so you can't tow it from the front or from the back because of the type of transmission, right? Now, my gamble is, well, we started taking the exhaust bolts off, and they're horrendous, you know. We did this at the house with the impact, and it wasn't bad, right? Big half-inch impact with 1,400 foot-pounds of torque. Easy peasy, right? You got here in the freaking dirt. Got that big long bar. It ain't happening, Jack. I mean, it could happen, but what a pain in the ass, right? So I said, screw that. Let's put a belt on it. Let's see if this thing runs. See if it runs well, and see if it overheats. Right, worst case, what's going to happen? It needed the belt anyway, right? Worst case, okay? Or best case, it just need, worst case, they're right. The water pump's bad. It overheats. Runs warm. We got to pull the exhaust. We got to pull the drive shaft. We got to figure it out, right? I'm willing to bet, and this is, I'll make a second video on this. But I'm willing to bet that Firestone lied or is incompetent, trying to get the police department to spend money they didn't need to. And there's just nothing wrong with it. The belt just failed. The belt failed because it's old. You know, it's 120,000, 130,000 miles. What's funny is I just, my other one, well, you haven't seen it yet. I haven't made a video. Twin turbo 2017. The belt was in pieces, right? All the pulleys were good. Everything was good. The belt literally just rotted off at that mileage. I'm willing to bet that the belt failed. Light, you know, the dash lights up like a Christmas tree. They go to Firestone, get it towed there, and Firestone says, yep, that belt came off because the water pump failed. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. And that's what we're here to find out. Tyler went to go get a belt right now. So that's why I took the tire off. Looks like we're stealing catalytic converters out here, and I look like some meth head. Yeah. Actually, meth head would be tweaking in their house, hanging out with their buddies, coming up with some goofy ass plan that's never going to happen. They wouldn't be out in a parking lot at sunrise. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to see. Like I said, I'll do a part 2. And see if I'm right. I hope I'm right. If I'm right, that means I've got a 2018. I'll just tell you what I paid for it. I paid $7,100 for it. Actually, I think with fees and stuff, maybe it was $75. I don't remember. I'll be honest with you, but it wasn't $8, but it wasn't $7. So, but you're talking a 2018. I mean, this thing's what, 5 years old. It looks great. It's got all the equipment. I mean, it's a rare find. So we'll see, man. I'm excited to make the second video. It looks like it's got new tires, got new struts. So they spent some money on this thing, you know. Yeah, and it's a lot quicker too. Instead of towing this thing back, you know, you just drive it, you know. If I get pulled over, I've got my paperwork. I'm technically legally covered by Texas state law. I cannot get a paper plate to transport until I get it inspected in my county. Well, that's kind of hard to do in Kansas City, Missouri, if in fact impossible. So worst case, I get a ticket. I'm going to register it, so it'll get dismissed. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough, but I will make a second part and I will let you know. Wish me luck.